Matt, you had a really good crowd this morning at the CaseIH exhibit. You were talking to a lot of farmers. What'd you tell the boys today?
It's a very frustrating time. We know that. Markets have been down for, it seems like, forever here over the last few months. Right now, a producer has to ask themselves, instead of beating them up over what they've done wrong, what do I need to do? Like, for instance, for fall, what do I need to do for 25? What I told them for this fall is that, if you need money this fall, which most of us do, if you haven't sold enough yet, you got to consider, is the actual cash price of corn and beans going to be better today or October 5th or 10th? Probably today. So if you need the money, you might go ahead and do something about that now. As far as 25 is concerned, I'll tell you, Stu, it's pretty slim pickings. When you stop and look at the NP and K price, you look at your total inputs. University of Illinois, of course, does a lot of great work on this, but we work with a lot of growers on individuals. The guys that's got the ground paid for, guys my dad's age, they're okay, but the vast majority of us that are trying to buy some land, maybe we don't have all of our equipment paid for, a variety of things, of course, that we spend money on. You can't find black ink paying for fertilizer now and selling these corn 25. So we've been telling people maybe be a little more hesitant in what you do for the 25 crop. Most of our ground's in really good shape. 21 and 22, we made a lot of money, put a lot of fertilizer on. I've got to think that if you have to go to the well, maybe, I don't advocate putting no fertilizer on whatsoever, but I know a lot of growers are contemplating a lot of different things right now, and we're just telling them be very strategic, very labored in those moves. Don't make any moves too quick, because we don't want to lock in fertilizer without selling corn, and I don't want to do fertilizer and corn at a negative ratio.
Now, some people are going to think, well, gee, maybe I can get some crop insurance. I had revenue insurance. Maybe some of the farm program money will come in. Do you see any of that happening?
It's possible you get some farm program money come in. Part of the problem, some of those are based on yield as well, and some of these county yields are going to be pretty salty this fall.
Some folks are going to say, gee, I've got revenue insurance. We may get some farm program money. Do you see any opportunities there?
Yeah, there's chance for some revenue money, but it's based on county yields. Okay, so part of it is, so if your county yield is awfully big, which a lot of them are going to be, it might be a tough row to hoe to get much of that money. Now, as far as your insurance policies go, a lot of guys are telling me, well, I've got 95%, but as far as CRC goes, it only goes to 85, and then you've got SCO, ECO, and you got to know those additional, those are county-based products, and so you're not actually protecting 95% of your yield. And so the other thing with 85%, if you're at APH, you come in around 397, 85% for the 466 spring price. The problem with that, Stu, is if your APH is 220 and you've got 240 bushel corn, that 397 is probably 30 cents lower. And so you're not going to collect insurance just because the price of corn went down. Now, the one thing I think could come in for a lot of people is people that took margin protection last fall. That's certainly going to insulate folks as far as the ratio on fertilizer and the price of corn going down. So margin protection will probably help some folks out, but I don't think that the crop insurance is going to do what they want it to do this year.